Madison Mangum, he said I think he's gained like 25 pounds in the offseason to get ready for this year. How's that made a difference for him?
Awesome. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster, he's more confident. He had a chance to be a guy for us and a chance to play in the system like we talked about before. And he's made so many gains in so many different avenues. It's been awesome to see, and it's been so awesome on a personal level to really sit down with him and have these talks and say, okay, what is it that you want to become? And him to say, man, I want to be a really good player here. I want to be a guy. I want to be a guy that we can rely on. And then, okay, well, these are the things that you got to do to become the best that you can be. And then him on an individual level, just go do those things, get in the weight room and really get in our playbook and really come in and watch film and do all these things to separate himself. And then each week, you could just see this confidence growing and growing and growing, and then it's been amazing. And then it was awesome, not to go back in time, but to see down in Salt Lake against the University of Utah, him play and start and have some success against those corners, and then all of a sudden at Utah State, and then all of a sudden it just started growing and growing, and you can see it now where I think he's one of the best wideouts in the country. I really genuinely believe that, and I think it's awesome to sit down and to have him say, hey, that's what I'd like to become, and I'd like to be really good, and to see him do it, and to see him do it against everybody, and to keep saying, all right, well, let's do it, let's go, we're excited about doing it again, and we're excited about getting better, and then him every day coming to work and practice and getting better daily, and you can see little tiny things that he's working on, and he's just shown so much growth, and it's been awesome to see. It's just been awesome. And I'm sure it's fun and exciting for everyone to see too.
How happy are you that you're going to have him for a couple more years?
Oh, I love it. I'm very excited. He's a really good player now, and I know we had talks in the summer about who are the guys coming back? What's it going to look like? And I said with confidence, I said, you're going to like what you see. We're gonna be pretty tough to defend. It starts obviously with our standard from Coach Kramer, and how awesome is it to see. We have one of the best head coaches in the country, and Coach Kramer, and to see what's happening here. It's been amazing. It's been amazing I'm so happy to be a part of this and what Coach Kramer's doing, and then obviously on to Coach Bailey calling our offense and what we're trying to become. We're really trying to become one of the top offenses in the country, and that's our mindset. And then it trickles down, and Madison is another player that's like, hey, I'm all for setting the standard, and let's set the standard high, and let's go and get better each day. And it's been awesome. I'll tell you what, it's been awesome. I hope everyone's excited about what's happening and what's taking place, because it's going. And I'll tell you what, we're only going to get better, and I can't wait to see where we're going.
How are teams trying to defend Madison as of late?
The funny thing is they've tried a few different things, and I think it's one of those deals. They've switched corners on him in the middle of the game. It's tough because Xavier's running the ball so well, and our offensive line is playing so well. Our run game is so tough to defend, and I think most people won't say, hey, we're going to stop the run. Well, it's really tough, and so they're going to have to do things to try to take away something. But with our offense, with Justin playing the way that he's playing and dealing the way that he's dealing, it's really hard for you to say, okay, we're just going to take away this element of what they're doing, because now you're susceptible somewhere else, and that's kind of how we feel. We kind of feel like every one of our guys is a superstar in a sense. Like there's not this person that you've got to take away. Well, because now you're vulnerable other places, and we feel like, hey, we just go do our jobs, and Madison's no different. He does his job, Brock does his job, Cook does his job, KW does his job, and Justin is Justin's playing as good as any quarterback in the country. Xavier's running the ball, our offensive line. So it's really hard to say we're going to do this. So really, to be honest with you, there hasn't been anything in a game, because he's playing so well in his deal. So it's hard to say that they've done this or done that. It's because we're just playing really, really well as an offense, and that makes it easy on our individuals,
Aaron Pryor's injury, just a bummer more than anything, I suppose, because of the way he moves positions for everything.
Yeah.
He seems like a keen guy.
He's a great young man, and he's going to be. The thing about him is he's going to be great in everything that he does, and that it's just like Coach Kramer said. On a personal level, you hate to see someone have something like that happen, but he's crushed, and we're crushed, and more than anything, he is the type of individual that's going to be great in everything that he does from here on out, and that's the thing that he gets to hold on to, is as a person, as an individual, he's going to be great in everything.
Simon Fraser, I mean, after we completely overlooking him, which I guess is understandable with last week's game, but defensively, what can they do that might make things difficult?
I'll tell you what, the thing that we, with all due respect to them, the thing that we're focusing on is on us and the process of this week, the process of what we're becoming offensively, the process of our standard. And to be honest with you, the refocus on us, our offense and our stuff, and they're a team that's going to come ready to go, and you watch it on film, and like Coach said, they're very sound, and they're trying to get better each week, and they're doing some things. But really, to be honest with you, our focus is on us, and not really worrying about this team or that team. And like Coach Bailey said, our focus is to treat every week like it's a championship week, and every opponent like it's a championship opponent, and that puts the focus back on us. And that way, it's not a one game isn't different than the other. Like last week, we were playing Eastern Washington. That was a championship week, and our offense, we're saying to each other, okay, we treat this exactly the same as we did Chadron State or Utah, and that way we're gonna be up to the best of our ability, and so the focus is on us. If that makes any sense.